What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Classic Physique Radio. We are on episode 5, and this is a last minute one that we literally put together a couple hours ago. And we really appreciate you coming and joining us tonight, Kellen. I know it was super last minute.
Hey man, I appreciate you having me on, man. I've been wanting to come on for a while, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude. It seems like people are really liking the podcast so far. So I appreciate you reaching out and sending a DM because it does help us. It helps me and Jarek both to be able to because we're both like texting each other on a regular basis, going, "Who are we getting on this week? Who are we getting on this week?"
No doubt, for real. And it's cool. Like it's nothing that's like stressful or anything. It's like
Right.
we're just like super excited, man, to kind of speak with the community and our division and really bring more eyes to our division and hype it up even more.
I think one of the most important things is like hearing the competitors that we see on stage talk about the division and what they see the division being is what's going to help us like get through this whole like what is classic supposed to be thing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's really important. So Kellen, you live in Canada, right?
Vancouver, Canada. Yeah,
Awesome. Are you from Canada?
yeah.
Okay, very cool. And when did you start competing?
2016.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And what got you into it?
Well, honestly, just working out in the gym, man. Just surrounding myself with certain people that are training. First, I wasn't a big fan of it. I played football in high school, and then I met my coach through a mutual friend. I was doing flooring at the time, and he kind of just approached me. He's like, "Listen, I think you have a good physique, good genetics. I can take you far if you want to give it a try." So from there, we did our first show, and I just fell in love with it, man. Just fell in love with the process, leading up to the stage. All the work ethic you got to put in with training, dieting, and yeah, just stick with it. Didn't really take the foot off the gas, and now we're here.
Was this a guest posing? Yeah, yeah, I see it
Yeah,
now. I just read it in the post.
Is that
When
like
was
the
this?
this was last weekend, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Jarek?
Now I was gonna say that's the same show he did last year, right? Guest post for, right?
This is a different one, actually. It's a
Oh,
different one.
really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, get that bag,
Yeah.
my boy.
Okay, so
Trying to.
so you just did San Antonio. Is that the most recent?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And third, correct?
That is correct.
Awesome. And
What do you feel? How do
Anton,
you,
go ahead.
Nick? How did you feel going into San Antonio with what you guys brought?
I felt confident, man. I mean, it was our best look to date. I felt very, very confident. Obviously, this is, I feel, the probably deepest lineup I've had this season. Guys like Cairo, I believe I might be pronouncing it wrong, Anton, even Muzi too as well. It was a good show, so I went in there confident with the physique I'm bringing. Obviously, we fell short of the outcome, but it was a win in itself, bringing our best physique to date. So I was happy with that.
And which show did you win to qualify?
I actually went Chicago, and then I went Vancouver after it.
Okay, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I remember because that was like back to back, right? That was like they were pretty close
Week,
together, right?
yeah, week after week, yeah.
Yeah, that was nuts. Bro, I seen that. I was like, man, my dog killing it.
Respect, man. I
Well,
appreciate you.
well, we don't have to ask him how he feels about the new qualification standards then. He's like, dude, back-to-back shows, that's nothing. I just walk in and I win, you know what I'm saying? What was the feedback in the San Antonio lineup? Because
Yes,
Anton and Kai something.
Yeah,
Kyrillo,
Cairo.
Cairo. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, honestly, the head judge, was the first time judging me. So I think this is the first time I'm judging him and seeing me in Chicago. Great luck. He's like, don't change anything. He's like, just come a little bit harder and drier from the back
Mm.
for Olympia, and which is totally fine. Bodybuilding is a marathon, so we're gonna get better with each show like we have, and we just took that back to the lab, working on that for next week.
This isn't your first Olympia?
Second,
Second. Okay. And where did you land last Olympia?
out of I think it was like 65 guys. I think I was 35th, 30 or
Okay.
35th. So half, broke
Okay.
half. So I'm okay.
Yeah, there
I'm
you go.
okay.
There you go. I mean, top half in the world.
Yeah,
how was,
exactly.
how was
Right.
that? Like, I'm curious to know, like, how was that? The I guess the process, the just the environment, backstage, how do you feel with that many guys? So obviously, that's probably the biggest lineup you ever competed in, right? Was
Yeah.
65 guys. Like, how did that feel? Did you notice a difference? Did it change your coach, you and your coach's plan going in? Like, was there anything different with that, amount of
Yeah.
guys?
So obviously, like first Olympia, like it's an experience within itself. Like I was just happy to be there, just soaking up everything, right? Like I didn't really have any expectations, just gonna go there and enjoy it. Obviously, you guys know it was Chris's last Olympia, so I was able to stand in the numerical order with him the last call when they came out. So I got to look at
That's pretty
pictures
fucking
and kind
cool.
of
I
it was
didn't even
dope.
think
That's
about that,
pretty
bro.
fucking cool.
Damn,
Yeah.
I didn't get to
It
do
was
that.
dope.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Look,
with that,
hey,
with that,
all I'm saying is if that was me, that picture would be everywhere. I would find that picture of me standing as close as I was to Chris. Be like, look, guys, I stood next to him.
no, it was dope. It was dope,
I'd have
man. It
it
was
in
dope.
the whole wall would just be that picture
Yeah,
back here.
it was dope, honestly. But like looking back at the pictures, like I'm just a baby compared to him, man. Like
Yeah.
just a child,
still,
bro. So
still.
yeah, it was a surreal experience. But going back to the question, Jack, it was yeah, I can't even put it to words, bro. Like being backstage with Breon and all those guys, it's I can't even explain, dude. It was nuts. But going to the Olympia, my cap last year was 204, and I think the qualifications now it's every third show you get forever heightened in. So they actually heightened me in a little bit taller, and I got a bump increase to 212. So
Nice.
I was able to put some size on in the off season and come back this year a little bit bigger, a little bit fuller, more conditioned. So
Very
yeah.
nice. I mean, almost 10 pounds is definitely a good wiggle room there.
Oh yeah, big time, big time.
Now when you got that bump, how did you guys change? Did you change anything to your approach?
Oh, big time, man. I can't hit quads no more. So I haven't been in quads at all. I can't train them at all because they just grow way too quick and will fill the cap. At least for now. Maybe we can go open, but no more quads, really hamstring glute focused, bringing up the medial delts, triceps, just trying to, broaden that X taper.
That's
Nice.
crazy. So you're at your pretty much at the top of your cap, right?
Basically, San Antonio weighed in at like 211. I actually weighed in at like over 212. It was 212.4 in my underwear. And buddy's like, go take a pee. Went to go take a pee. I was like 211.8. So we're pretty much there.
Love it. That's crazy, man. And
Yeah.
out of curiosity, how heavy do you get in the off season?
Well, 240.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I'm
No,
around
30
like
pounds.
250 right now, so that's not bad. How tall are you?
no. 5'9" in a bit. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
So,
that's interesting.
yeah.
So, who else do we know is supposed to be 5'9"?
I think Mr. Mike Sommerfeld.
How do you like that for a transition? It's funny because when you started, you said that you were 204, and that's what they're saying his weight cap is supposed to be. So I was over here smiling. I was like, there's so many connections.
But you know what's crazy too is last year when I was seeing Mike pumping up backstage, he was so much shorter than me. I was like this guy's pretty big, but he's shorter than me. So kind of played my brain a little bit. I was like, how? But
Oh shit.
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, we kind of naturally just moved into that conversation there, but I think we kind of talked about it before we got recording here, and I think it's important for us to talk to some of the pros about this and get their perspective on it because, like, I mean, if he is not 5'9", like he's been beating people on a false pretense, like that's a little bit ridiculous if you ask me.
Yeah.
I think it depends on how you look at it. It's a really controversial subject, very touchy subject, but I do think plastic should have a little bit more of a bump and increase in weight cap. I do. I think we should get one more because I think a lot of guys are suffering to get into their cap and sacrificing muscle and not bringing their best look. And I think it will make the sport a lot more competitive and guys a lot more healthier because they don't have to water deplete, don't have to suffer so hard to lose that muscle. But it is a controversial thing though. Like if you are a certain height, you know what I mean? You should be a certain height,
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, and the other side of the coin is like, okay, Well, that's why we got open bodybuilding, right? Why don't these guys move to open bodybuilding? Because it is a little weird spot to be in when you're suffering to make cap, but you're not quite as big enough for open. What are your thoughts on that? What do you think we should do? You
So,
think we should increase the weight cap, or should people move over to the
so
next
this is
division?
the thing. I think it's case by case dependent.
Yeah,
Right? I think if you're in the mix, you're top 8, top 5, even top 10,
yeah, for
suffering
sure.
to get into that cap for sure. Why not? You know what I mean? Why not? You're close to the top. But I think, if you're in the, bottom of fallout, or if you're, 15th and on, I think it might be better for you to bump up in the class. That's what I
Yeah.
think.
I mean, I just tried to look up the like how I want to know how they come up with a calculation to decide like, okay, you're this tall, so you get this much weight, right? Because to a certain extent, if like every 5 years we're like, we need a weight bump, it's like, well, then we're just becoming bodybuilders.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if that needle keeps getting moved, next thing you know, you got guys who are fucking 290 pounds calling themselves classic. Like
Mm-hmm.
you could have a Cedric McMillan, right? Like Cedric had a
Mm-hmm.
classic physique, but if we keep moving that goalpost, then why do we have classic? So it's like I'd be curious to see like what the I didn't find anything other than just like it's based on proportions, but like it's hard to base proportions off of just a height metric because so many variations of physiques can be within that height variation, right? It's like I'm
Yeah.
6 foot, but I don't have the width of an Andrew Jacked, right? So it's like
Mm-hmm.
those kinds of things are going to change what you look like at a certain weight. So it's like it's not like they can move the needle for every competitor, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah, I think you just can't make everybody happy, right? We all know.
Yeah.
And like you said, I think if we continue to move that needle, because one or two or three or four competitors are having a hard time making the weight cap, it is going to blur the lines a little bit. You know what I mean? And it's going
Right.
to ultimately it's going to because from my understanding, Classic Physique was created to bring back some of the lost attributes from open bodybuilding, right? Bring the origin of bodybuilding back, and I think we did a good job doing that. I mean, it is a division that I feel like is probably the most popular division in the sport, in my opinion. Everybody has their own
Mm-hmm.
opinions, and I think that we're growing at a rapid rate, and we have the best bodies in this division.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen it with Urs, prime example. We've seen it with Chris Bumstead, prime example. Arguably, he could have beat Martin. And so like, yeah, I think it's just a matter of, hey, you got that weight cap, and if you're dieting down and if you're struggling to meet that weight cap and your physique is digressing, maybe it's time to move up. If it's not
Mm-hmm.
digressing, just keep struggling to make that cap every year. I mean, if your body still looks good, because I mean, look at Mike Sommerfeld. I mean, obviously this is controversial with his weight and height, but he looks like he's fucking sucking down. But it's not like his physique is digressing. You
No.
Right.
see what I'm saying?
I agree, but like to get back to that subject there, we kind of moved away from it just a little bit. But like, if because did you watch the full video that was up with what's that guy's name? Like he showed a video where they're like readjusting his height to try and move it up a little bit
Yeah. Was it
more.
Nick
No,
something
Terrence sent
Bauer
it to the
or
chat. I
Bozzy
can't.
Bozzy Fitness?
No,
It was
Terrence
at the
sent
it
it.
was at the Olympia hide-in, right? When he
Yeah.
was hiding in.
Yes, correct.
You can also, if you look closely, the guy that hiding in kind of hovers the needle. He's not really pressing it down like a lot of shows.
Right,
Which
and
makes sense.
that's
So it kind of makes sense why he's sucking down and not digressing because theoretically he's not even supposed to be. That's not even supposed to be his.
so TNF Fitness. So this here
Yeah,
is so he
Yeah.
talks about it on here, and he shows at the end like he got screenshots of it, and basically like you see it go all the way down, right, and then the guy kind of like pushes it back up a little bit more, and he stops it where it's like at its lowest, and then where it's at its highest, and at its lowest, he's under that cap, and his weight cap would be 204 at that point.
Mm-hmm.
right. And what's his
So
current what's his current cap now?
212.
12,
supposedly
right?
212, yeah.
That's like, oh
So
yeah, he would definitely be suffering.
so now the thing here is a lot of people are going to start screaming at the IFBB But the thing is it's not like the IFBB is going, let's do this and let Mike get through. Like if he misses weight, they're not going to let him get on stage. Like there's been
Mhm.
multiple times where people haven't made it to stage, right? But if there is a person who is helping them at the time of weigh-ins and maybe they want Mike to get in there, maybe they're just like, all right, well, I didn't see that. Maybe it went back up a little bit more. And it's like, this is where I really think that it needs to be like measured by a doctor, or it needs to be measured by a third party that has an unbiased opinion on this, and it needs to be set in stone after that. What do you guys think?
I think it should be your choice. I think if you want to re-height in and try and get that, you can. I think if you already have your forever height and you don't want to, then leave it as is.
Right. Now,
I'm agreeing with Nick.
something we should clarify here. What is it that makes people's height change within a prep?
I'd say it's a few factors. How much water you're holding and how much fat you're holding.
Yep. And that's I think that's also something really important to point out to people here is like typically I'm 6 foot or a little over 6 foot. Every time I ever competed, I was heighted in at 5'11 and a half. And I've been measured for years at 6 foot. So the thing that people need to be aware of is like fluids and fat, just like Jarek said, make up part of your spinal column. And over time, that stuff starts to reduce. Especially, it's a lot of the dehydration process because that fluid's coming out of you, right? So you can lose some inches during that process for sure. I assume that's probably what's happened to you, Kellen.
There's also one more variable too. The Olympia, they hide in to do their check-ins right in the morning. So normal pro shows, you're gonna have your check-ins like 4, 3, and you're obviously gonna shrink a bit in the morning. That's
Mm,
tallest. So I think like even at the Olympia, like I hide it in taller because you're taller in the morning.
first
A
thing in
lot
the
of pro
morning, yeah.
shows, exactly like a year ago, pro shows I was hiding it smaller because it was at 4 p.m.
Yep.
So that's one other variable too.
Yep. And
Makes
and
sense.
then something else that we have to take into consideration here is people manipulating their hairstyle, right? Like
Yeah,
there's
'cause Nick, I
there's
was
a
looking at your hairstyle. I was like, boy, you kind of like Mike.
there's 100% people who are like getting their hair put up real good so that it gets them
Hard
that extra.
gel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And it's like that's a very it's a reality. And like I could see somebody finding an insert to put in their hair so where it doesn't push down. Like there's there's certainly things that have happened here. And look, I'm not going to name names, but I have a competitor that I've spoken with whose previous coach was like, "Oh, like wear some baggy pants and wear multiple pairs of socks to try and get a couple extra inches." And he was like, "Oh, dude, I'm not going to cheat. I'm just going to go and we'll deal with it." And he got in his height fight, but his coach freaked out because he didn't go and cheat. And it's like you can't tell me that stuff. Like people aren't trying to like
Yeah.
we're in an untested federation where people are trying to do everything they can to win. Like you're telling me they're not going to wear a couple extra pairs of socks and try and hide that shit. Like,
Hey, listen, I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you, bro. I've done it. I've wore 2, 3 socks.
yeah, see, there we
Guess
go.
what? And guess what? It worked. Like I
Yeah.
got heighted in my last show at 6 foot. The show prior was like 5'11. 5'11. Well, I'm 5'11 and like 3/4. So got a little quarter of an inch, bro. It actually is true. And I'm not gonna sit here and try to act like it's never been done and these athletes
Uh,
aren't doing it. Like, let's be honest. Like, if we're gonna be
yeah.
honest, this is gonna be Classic Physique podcast. We're gonna keep it 100. Like
Yeah.
I've done
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
people are
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
People are doing
it's
it. And now it's
yeah.
being called out. That's all it is.
I
It's
mean,
been done. Like, you
y'all remember what 2, 3 years ago when that Stefan Matala guy first came onto the scene? Y'all remember there was like video of him going around like at the weigh-ins where people like yanking on his hips, like
Yeah.
yeah,
like
it's
pulling on his
crazy.
legs and pulling on his shoulders, like trying to stretch him apart so he could get in the next weight cap. And then magically he makes weight. So it's like, okay, all right, something happened there.
And
So
then,
like
Rough Diesel hanging upside down.
right,
And
which he admitted didn't really do
yeah,
much, right? So
yeah.
yeah, it's definitely interesting. But so let's play this scenario, right? Let's say they're doing live weigh-ins, right? And all the athletes are going to be hided, right? We're going to see that live. Let's say Mike doesn't make 5'9". Let's say he is way under. What does that look like for previous shows? What does that look like for the reputation of what's been going on?
I mean, man, and here's the thing: if we're gonna call Mike out and put him on the spot and do the due diligence that we needed to do, then we gotta keep that shit across the board.
Oh,
Just put
100%.
always back to Chris Bumstead. Like, I don't care what nobody say. I seen that man in person. I got a picture of him standing right next to me, bro. He's my cat. I don't care what nobody say,
Mm,
bro.
What
mm.
do you think? What do you
Like
think,
straight
Kellen?
up. They
I
ain't gonna say
mean,
nothing though. They ain't gonna say nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing about it. It's Chris
He's
Bumstead.
retired. He's retired. Let him go. That's old noise.
You know?
you mean the thing is like you think the thing is like they just changed the qualifications, right? And it
Right.
started with people talking about in traction built. And I think this is one of those things. If enough traction gets built, a change is
Mhm.
going to happen. It's going to happen. You know what I mean? So I think the more we talk about it is good.
Yeah.
But then again, like what Jared said, you can't make everyone happy. There's some people that are going to be really upset.
Yeah, even at the expense of us. Like the more we talk about it, we gonna suffer. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be able to wear the socks. But
Yeah.
hey, just you gotta dig deep and you gotta suffer and get in shape, is bottom
Mm.
line. But back to what I was saying, like legitimately, like where's the back pay? If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Ruff should be two-time champion.
Well,
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
to play devil's advocate there, though, like I mean, we have Kellen here saying that one year he was heighted shorter, and the next year he got heighted taller. So,
Yeah.
like, there is that reality of this too. Of like, is this something that we're all overblowing because Mike naturally was a little bit short? Is it so egregious that he's like 5'5"? If it's that, then it's like, okay, that's ridiculous. But if it's like right on the edge where it could be a variable of like him being dehydrated, then everybody
Yeah.
needs to shut up because I've gone through that.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
happened to all of us, you know? So it's really one of those things where like, how could you go back? Because you don't know for sure. Like you don't have any proof. Like it's not like you took a picture of him getting hided in and it shows 5'6". You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think I think the issue is that it's like it's a big gap. I think that's what everybody's saying. Like it's like a
Look,
huge gap.
yeah. Okay, what were we gonna say, Kellen?
You guys seen the picture of him and Michael Bublé right on stage?
Yeah, bro.
No, I didn't see that one.
Yes,
You should
bro.
look it up. You can
I've
see how
seen it.
much of a difference it is.
Well,
It's a lot.
how tall is Michael?
Well, Michael's supposed to be as
I
tall
think
as what
5'9", right?
Mike's. Yeah, he's supposed to
Yeah.
be Mike's height cap tall.
Interesting.
5'9".
Well, I sent this picture to the group chat that we have earlier, but I mean I have a screenshot of a guy standing next to Mike, who has a weight cap
Bro,
of he has a weight cap of 197.
bro, right there, that debunks it all.
I mean, like that the guy on the left has a weight cap of 197, and Mike with a beanie is a good few inches shorter.
And they're both pros.
Correct. Yeah. I'm not. I just I don't know. Well, even if the other guy wasn't a pro, he's not getting a weight bump from 197 to
Right.
212.
Right.
Like
But then what's the solution though? Like, what do you like? What do you like? How do you guys want to fix it? Because a lot of these guys have a forever height cap, right? Like they're not hiding in no more. They're just weighing in. So
I
what's the
personally think
solution?
that they should re-weigh or height all Classic Physique and all Classic Physique Olympians this year. That's what I think they should do.
well, I think that's probably going to happen for sure.
I don't know, bro. I
Don't be
don't know.
surprised,
So
Kellen, if it does,
I,
bro.
listen, a lot of people won't be doing Olympia then. I'll tell you that right now.
But why would they not? What would be the reason for not hiding everyone in when this is
Well,
now in the public eye?
well, then look what happened with Sam Packman at San Antonio. That's going to be a whole bunch of cases at Olympia. He thought he had 212, and he had to make 204 in the span of 2 hours, an hour, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
Yeah,
don't get me
So
wrong. You can lose the weight for sure, but
you're gonna
what are
lose the
you going to
look
do?
all
too.
right. So
You're
how
gonna
about
lose the
this?
look too.
Should this be cleaned up at one of the most prestigious shows of the year that we work for the entire year for? That's very monumental and can change our lives. Should it be cleaned up at this show, or should it be cleaned at a lower tier show or a local show where most people aren't going to have a life changing effect if they win the title? Does that make
Kellen?
sense?
What do you think,
That
Kellen?
fair? Is it fair or is it not fair? Because now we're talking about life changing, bro, and you're telling me that we should clean it up at a different show. You know what I mean?
I better go buy some bodybuilding trunks after the
Yeah.
podcast, bro.
Well,
Oh man.
he's not wrong, but the I think 100%, like the Olympia should be the place that this is the
Yeah.
standard. If you cannot make the weight cap that is attached to your height until they decide that we're moving things up, like you didn't make it. It's plain and simple. There's no like, why have the rule if we're going to bend it for people just because we want them there? Like if we're having this argument of like there's a lot of guys in classic that are going to have to move up to open, then this is the fucking chance to do it. This is the thing where it's like, well, no, we're going to set the standard to go, you have to make this weight or go to another class.
Mm.
Hey, look, and the bright side of things, can this improve or I guess bring more eyes to the open division, right? Like, you know what I mean? Say five handful of guys don't make it, right? They make the decision like, all right, well, it's time for me to move on. How's that gonna look for the open division? You know, from the positive side of it.
It's gonna look good, but it's gonna
You know
take
what I
away
mean?
from classic this year because a lot of big names are not doing it yet.
But is it when there's 70 guys on the stage?
Well, no, but you gotta think about like Dino. He's not doing it.
That's
Mike,
potential.
he may not be doing it.
Yeah.
So now you're taking away, sales in Olympia as well, and I don't think they want that. Let's be honest here. It's all money. It's all about money at the end of the day, right?
True.
That's interesting, man. This
True.
is a very, very
It's
interesting topic.
and I think that's why people are talking about this so much, because there's like Jarek said, there's things at stake here. This isn't just your local show. This isn't just nationals to win a pro card. Like we're looking, well, obviously in the classic division it's not the same amount of money, but like it's a life-changing experience regardless of the
Mm-hmm.
money, because like
Mm-hmm.
you're following, you are the next person after the reigning champion for 6 years. What was 6 years, 7 years?
6 years.
6 years. Yeah.
Years.
I had a
Bro.
aneurysm there for a second.
That's
You're
crazy.
the next guy up.
Yeah.
So it is now either on your shoulders to take up that torch and keep running with it, or you're a one and done. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's a lot at stake here, you know?
Yeah, bro. This
They
is
can't let that slide at this. They have to hide everybody. They don't have a choice. They have to.
and it has to be live streamed, bro.
Because just picture it this way. Everybody who watches classic at this point is talking about this. If
Mm-hmm.
they exclude a couple of people, every single person on the internet is going to go scam. That's a conspiracy theory, right? Like, and that's how this shit gets rolling to a point where it's like, oh, it's all rigged and this, that, and the other. It's like, it's not rigged. It's just these micro things that happen over time that shifts the needle the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about the integrity of the sport, which is
Right.
like huge. How many fans are we going to lose if this isn't go the right way or isn't handled professionally?
That's why I think they're not gonna do that. They're
I don't
not
know
gonna hide
if
it.
it's going to be to a point where it's not going to be substantial, right? But the integrity of the sport is definitely important. The integrity of the brand, the IFBB, is definitely important from any brand perspective. Like anybody who knows how to run a company and build a company from the ground knows that brand integrity is really important. This can definitely affect that. It's so like what Nick was saying, what if they don't do anything about it? How is it? How all right, on the flip side, how is that going to look?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, and they just brush it under the rug. Like, how is that going to look? You know, in the eyes of the spectator and even the other athletes who are thinking they have a chance, an opportunity to be one of the best in the world, but know for a fact that there's no way possible that that can happen if, say, someone is 4 or 5 pounds over their cap and allowed to compete. Bro, that's 5 pounds of muscle, bro.
So here's the one thought that I just had. If we were still in the era where it was being like mostly run by guys who didn't grow up in the social media era, I think we would see that kind of get brushed under the rug. But Tyler is with it when it comes to social media. Like I think Tyler is doing an awesome job doing his breakdowns, bringing more awareness to the sport and that kind of thing. Like he understands the gravity of the situation of like social media is not a real place, but it can get real very fast, and it can expose things in a bad direction that could certainly make things go the wrong way for the company itself. So I truly have a hard time believing that they would brush this under the rug. Like I think at this point it's being talked about enough where it's like we have to address it, and it needs to be addressed with everybody, because maybe it's not just Mike, right? Maybe
Yeah.
there's a number of other guys who can't make it, you know.
Not just Mike. I mean, and it's not like this isn't true. We're not just like talking shit, man. Mike is the homie. I guest posed with Mike last year at Mid American Winter Classic, and I guest posed with him this year in December. Like, we're cool. He's a cool dude. He's a cool person. But at the end of the day, man, like there's just too much evidence. There's too much proof. There's videos. There's pictures. There's even videos of him saying it himself, laughing about it. Like, oh, you haven't seen that yet?
Nah, I hadn't seen that.
And it's on Instagram, man. It's on the internet. I'm not just talking shit. Like this is what's happening. This is real life stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
it's interesting. It's definitely an interesting thing, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think we got about as far as we're going to with that topic there. You know,
I want to talk real quick, Kellen. Where are you at right now in your prep for the Olympia? How much like food are you eating? Where's your water intake? You know, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, food's the lowest it's been on this whole season. So we were dieting for, Chicago and Vancouver and San Antonio on like 4,500 calories. So we were chilling, this prep for Olympia, we're near 25, 3,000. So we're digging a little bit more. A little more cardio, switched up to stairs. So energy's a little bit lower, but I always take prep well. I'm always in good spirits, always good, have good energy, always pushing. Yeah, man, I think we'll probably start loading probably on the Wednesday. Just trained last leg day today. So yeah, I mean, everything's good, feeling good. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, bro, like if the only feedback you got was to kind of just clean things up from the back, I mean, you look great, brother. You look great.
Thank you.
That front double is fucking fantastic, and look like your back is thick as shit, man.
Yeah, your back was the thickest in the lineup.
Like to me, here you're beating Anton in this picture for sure.
100%. 100%.
How old are you, Kellen?
31.
You can see the difference between a 21-year-old and a 31-year-old. You can. This is a prime example for everybody. Is like, look, Anton is an amazing competitor. Absolutely amazing. He looks great in person. But you can just tell that it's still like there's a lot of time to like let that body mature and grow into this, And one of the things that I said to somebody before is like I've seen Anton's been coming to Destination for a bit. Like he hasn't been lately, but when he first walks in the gym, you're like, he's not that big. And then he starts to pump up and his body just like expands. Mm-hmm. And I think that's another big sign of like a young muscle, right? Is like once it gets the blood in it, it's like, oh shit, yeah, there's something there. But then otherwise, it just doesn't have that same density where it just hangs out. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Sure. Yeah, he's one of those guys where like he can just pose and get a good pump. Anton, yeah, he's freaky like that.
Yeah, I wanted to see some more comparisons here, but I mean, this was a good lineup. That was a very good show.
Very solid lineup, yeah.
So Kellen, okay, fast forward, we do the Olympia. Are there any plans post Olympia?
One more, bro. One more. Yeah, one more. So I haven't picked it yet, but yeah, one more.
If you have to win 2 to qualify for next year, what's that plan look like?
Ooh. Yeah, so we're obviously gonna be in shape after Olympia, so it's gonna be something close to Olympia, and then shut it down. I mean, been a long season, so shut it down, and then probably have a nice growth phase, and then something around August, start the season again, late July, August next year.
So you're gonna that circuit, my boy.
So get one early, get a qualification early, take some time off, and then do something closer to the Olympia next year.
That's the plan, man. That's the plan. Yeah.
What shows are in August?
Of next year?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not too sure because yeah, they'll release it soon. But I think there's Texas, there's Tampa.
Oh yeah. That's that
San
whole run of
Antonio.
yeah.
I would love to do Tampa, man.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry, I was zoned out of my phone there. I have a wellness girl competing tomorrow, so she was sending me pictures. But
no worries.
How's she doing?
She's good, man. She's just coming from a dysfunctional place from another coach. I picked her up at 4 weeks out, so it's like I'm doing what I can. I'm doing what I can to salvage it. But she was drinking 8 liters of water, telling me she was drinking 2 gallons of water, telling me she was drinking 4 liters. And I finally figured it out. And once we changed that, she started dropping water. So I was like, okay, now we're in a good spot. Yeah. 8's a little bit different than 4 for sure.
Oh yeah.
Especially on a girl that's 130 pounds. But anyways, yeah, I mean, dude, Texas is a great show. You'll definitely have to come out this way and come do Texas.
I know, man. I've been wanting to come out that way. Definitely next year, bro. For sure.
I was there in person, man. The production is crazy. The environment, the people, man, just the love for bodybuilding is different out there in Texas, man.
It's so much fun, dude. I love being here. Like I actually missed Texas Pro this year because my best friend got married and I was in his wedding, so I kind of can't miss that. But it's so much fun when those shows happen because it's like everybody from everywhere comes to town and you're just in the midst of like exactly what we got into this thing for, is like being around like-minded people and being around some of the best in the world and like just getting to shoot the shit with people and see them before stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a lot of fun. So if you do get the opportunity to do Texas Pro, man, I would do it.
Yo, Kellen, how's the business of bodybuilding, bro? Like sponsorships, coaching business, like what's going on that end?
Yeah, it's good, man. I mean, all my sponsors are amazing, man. I mean, I'm with Mutant. I'm serving with them for second year in a row. Elevate. I know Jerry, you're with Elevate too. You try the new flavors?
Bro, Elevate's crazy.
You tried the new cookies and
cream
cream
yet? Flavors yet, man. I'm waiting for mine to tap in.
Okay.
The Oreo, right? The Oreo and the salted caramel.
The salted caramel's supposed to be at my door today, and it's not here yet, and I'm upset.
So good.
Well,
it's so good.
Well, so my client Blake is sponsored by them, and he said there's something wrong with packaging, so he's not sure if like they're all getting sent out
in the U.S., right? Because I think I seen that.
I don't know. I mean, my Gmail says it's supposed to be delivered today, so now I got to take a look at this
today, man. I hope we get it today.
But
yeah, man. Me?
Yeah. Did you?
I got it yesterday, man.
How you got the new flavors already?
Yeah, I've been on that. I
forgot they're from Canada. They're based out.
We good.
Yeah. I am live tracking, and now it says it's going to be delivered tomorrow.
Oh.
But yeah. Go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah, so the sponsors are good, man. They really help. The show just promoting me. It was funny, my competitive lifestyle. So I'm really grateful for that. And then as for the business, man, I'm a PT at West Coast Iron. So I'm not, tending to the broad horizon of people. I'm kind of just training people with that mindset that really want to train. They really have that dog in them. And I enjoy it, man. It doesn't feel like work at all. I got a few online coaching clients, mostly lifestyle. Yeah, man, it's been good, man. It helps me do what I want to do, and I also want to give back and help people. So, it doesn't feel like a job at the end of the day. So it's good, man. It's good.
How's your training style? What's your training style like?
It's different.
High volume.
So I like to go. A good moderate, good heavyweight, but so on the eccentric, so on the concentric. So a lot of Milo style. Love giant sets. I had to pull back off of it because we got a cap to make, but definitely like that Milo style training. You know what I mean? A lot of tempo work. Yeah.
Okay. So a lot of tempo work, giant sets, intensifiers. There's really like a lot of lactate building.
Oh yeah, stay in that pocket. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Do you obviously it's been working for you. I mean, you've been progressing. You've been
Yeah, I
kind
mean, I started lifting heavy. You know, I'm 7 plate barbell squat guy. Like I started lifting heavy as a young kid, and right now it's just not beneficial for me. You know what I
Did you say
mean?
seven plate?
Yeah, 7 on
of
the
so
bar,
nonchalant.
7 on the pendulum. Yeah, strong squatter, bro. Strong
Christ
squatter.
Jesus, man. Leave some for
Yeah,
the rest of us.
Well, it explains your legs, bro. It
Fuck
definitely explains
me.
your quads.
I didn't have legs growing up, so I had to work for them, bro. I didn't have work. Yeah, I was 140 pounds soaking wet.
Well, that's a good takeaway right there. It's not
You
about
know,
what's
so
underneath the bar. I mean, what's on the bar.
So then
exactly.
so if you didn't have legs before, obviously like getting strong helped, but like what else helped you bring your legs up?
The food, bro. I'm not a big eater. I was never a big eater, but the food,
Mm.
bro. Like, yeah, I was a big candy guy. I don't really fuck with the protein and carbs. And then they're like, you gotta start eating some food. I was like, fuck, all right. So it's still a struggle to this day, but I get my food down.
Really?
So,
Damn, that's
so
crazy.
what's the candy of choice then?
Power patch, bro.
Sour Patch? Okay, solid.
Sour patch, bro. Trust me.
I'll
I'm
t-
telling you,
I'll
bro. I'm gonna have to go to
I'll take
Reese's.
it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Reese's guy. They just came out with cookies, the cookie and Reese's.
I
Oreo,
heard
the
it.
Oreo Reese's. Yeah,
I
yeah,
heard it
yeah, yeah.
wasn't good. I heard it. My client who competed the other week had one, and she had it. She's like, "This it wasn't good."
Nah, bro. Nah, bro. It's good, bro. I had it in San Antonio, bro. It's good. Trust me.
That's
I didn't
fire.
try it, so
It's fire. I'm gonna have to throw some of those in some peak weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's my go-to, bro. You got a nice little bit of fats, carbs,
Hmm.
sodium. Man,
you
this
just
is
do that backstage.
yeah. I usually use the Reese's, or I may use like pineapple juice.
Okay.
Um, yeah, that's the
Pineapple
lately.
juice is
It's
new.
just been pineapple juice with a little bit of salt from my guy,
Hmm.
and it's just you get the hydration, get the potassium, and then sodium from
Hmm.
the salt, and then the carbs from the pineapple juice. So a little mix of everything.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Nice.
it helps you digest too, and it
Yeah.
straight through you. It's fast acting. I usually implement that like 30 minutes, an hour to 30 minutes before a stage.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah. What do you typically do pre-stage?
Backstage,
Yeah.
pre-stage, usually just like salt, a little bit of water, maybe like a rice, not a Rice Krispie, yeah, Rice Krispie square.
Yeah. I would use those too,
Yeah.
yeah. Little meat.
Backstage
Yeah.
backstage at a bodybuilding show is like stepping into another fucking world.
I
Like
know.
you will see the wildest shit going backstage. It's like
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
it's always so funny to be like, oh, my coach told me to have this, and you're like, you're eating what? Like, what the fuck
Yeah.
are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
it's legitimately like one of the craziest things in the world to listen to like some of the things that people come up with.
Yeah. You'll see vodka bottles back there. You'll see all
Yeah.
all, all types of shit back there.
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I've tried that a couple times.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you it just simmers you down, like calm the nerves a
Yes.
little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going in,
Yeah.
and that's what you need. You need that cortisol to
Hmm.
drop a little bit. And then at the same time, it's a vasodilator, so
Hmm.
nice little pump with it. As long as you're hydrated, obviously, I don't see an issue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, so with the Olympia last year, uh, did it run on time, or did you guys had to make like a pivot with the plan going in?
No, classic round time. But you got to think like it's almost 70 guys, right? So like I wasn't pumping up when they called the first
Right.
first group, right? I had to wait, and even then, like it took a minute, bro. We're back there for a minute, you know. But yeah, it ran on time. I think the Open last year ran kind of late.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah,
Well,
so
yeah. Well, hopefully this new kind of rule in the system will help with that, bro. Because yeah, that was kind of crazy. The open guys had to deal with being
yeah,
backstage.
man, trying
It's
to
just
hold that peak, and yeah, it's
yeah,
tough, bro.
It's got to be the most annoying part is like just not
and
knowing when you're gonna go on.
right. And then everybody bashing
Right?
them about like how they're not in shape. It's like, bro,
Yeah,
motherfuckers has backstage for hours. How the hell we gonna
it's
peak?
wild, it's wild, bro.
I mean, I think think the new rules they put in place is going to be the step in the right direction for that. I still stand on the side that they need to move that up, move the requirements up more. Because like somebody did that breakdown, there's still like 45 guys next year. I still think that needs to come down. What do you agree, Kellen?
It is a lot. It is a lot because look at Open has what 20. How many qualified Open guys are there? 20? Is it 20?
Yeah.
In that ballpark.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's more prestigious with I think 20, 25. I mean, 45 is still a lot of guys, but it's going to be a lot more competitive next year than it is this year because 70 or I think 70 compared to 45 is a pretty big jump.
Right. I
You
mean,
know,
we've all been to big shows before, and like as much as we all love bodybuilding, I've said this on the other podcast. I don't want to watch 50 guys walk across the stage, right? Like Jarek, you know how nationals is. It's like every class it has fucking 50 guys in it, and you're like, oh my god, like when is this? When is this done?
Yeah, remember Logan was like, man, I don't want to see guys walk across stage and do their check-in photos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, it's time for me to get my fifth meal in or fourth meal.
All right. Yeah, I think we can go ahead and start in that up there. I think we got some good stuff there. Kellen, hopefully I'll see you out at the Olympia next week, man.
Yeah, man. I just want to say thank you for having me on, guys, and yeah, I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming on. We'll have you on again for sure.
Sweet.
Yo, I was gonna say if I see you, because I'm gonna be there with my athletes too. So if I see you, might do a quick like hot take interview, while you're there, just kind of ask some basic questions, a few questions, and
Hell yeah.
do something we can post
Bro,
on the.
I got you, fam. Don't worry. Just pull me aside, dude. It's all good.
It's just gonna be with my phone and the mic or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be out there Monday to Sunday, so we can all try and get up at some point and at least shoot the shit or something. So, but yeah, awesome. Well, thanks for everybody who is watching right now. Do the YouTube thing, subscribe, like, share, send it to your friends, tell them all about us. We'll see you guys on the next episode.